Welcome back to Wake Up America. The U.S. National Report Card is showing the latest signs of damage from school closures and COVID, suffering historic setbacks as math and reading exam scores have fallen to their lowest levels since before the pandemic. Here to discuss is former Florida school board member and co-founder of Moms for Liberty, Tina Desovich. Tina, thank you so much. Welcome back. So these testing scores, this is really sad. Math scores saw its largest drop on record, and that was consistent across most states in almost all demographics. I was through it. You too, as a mom, trying to get our kids to pay attention, taking time away from work, trying to understand what the teachers were talking about. What's your reaction to this major drop in performance?
It's devastating to America's children and the future of America, but parents aren't surprised. You saw parents all across the country as schools were shut down, demanding to have schools open, demanding to have better education for their children. And what we saw was school districts and teachers unions just shutting down the parents' voice, telling them it didn't matter, that they didn't know what they were talking about, that these elitists knew better what was better for their children. And so now we're seeing the repercussions of it.
Yeah, I think you're right. As parents, we all saw and we were so scared that our kids would fall behind. And it's interesting because in the fall of 2020, Tina, the CDC reported that in-person learning was rarely a source of COVID outbreaks. Yet the National Education Association and various teachers unions said, no, keep these schools closed. We got to keep everyone safe, keep these kids home. They've been silent since these results came out. What do you think of that?
Of course they're silent. What could they possibly say? Look at what Los Angeles Teachers Union did, what Chicago Teachers Union did. They had a list of demands before they would open schools, like defunding the police and all types of things that had nothing to do with educating children. They showed their true colors during 2020. Well, we parents were trying to educate our children at home. And so they've lost all credibility in education. It's time for parents to be put back in the driver's seat of public education. The power the unions has been exposed. They have failed miserably. They've been doing this for decades. And, the what we like to call it is COVID lemonade. What came out of all this is we are going to turn this education system around.
Yeah, what's interesting, Tina, in Florida, they were closed in the beginning, but while they did have a drop, they still were doing much better than some of the blue states like New York and California. What's interesting to me is that Congress they gave a lot of money to these schools and they haven't spent it. So I wonder, what should the schools be doing with this money and how do we get our kids to catch up because they're so far behind?
Yeah, if I could go back just a second, you mentioned Florida. I'm here in Florida. So I lived through schools being shut down in the spring of 2020 and then being back open immediately in the fall of 2020. So our students were back if they chose to be in school. And what we have seen from these national test scores right now, it's sad and devastating throughout America. Florida maintained the same, but they actually grew when you really dig into the numbers in the achievement gap. And I find it very interesting right now because all of America, many states in the country are using critical theory, critical race theory. They're pushing this, saying that's how you're going to close that achievement gap by really diving in and addressing the concerns of Black students and Hispanic students and students with disabilities. But what Florida saw during COVID and with these scores that just came out yesterday is Florida is closing that achievement gap. And Florida has pushed critical theory out of Florida. We are not allowed to teach it or use it in our schools, and yet we are closing the achievement gap. All of those categories that I just gave you, Florida is in the top 4 for closing that achievement gap in the country. So there's a lot of really depressing news that came out of those scores yesterday, but I think we can also point to some really good things.
Yeah, I think that's why so many people moved to your state during COVID and they continue to move there. These test scores, the most severe were among Black and Hispanic students. Those were the ones who really suffered, especially from the shutdown. I guess the main question is, because students are so far behind, how do these schools get them back on track?
You're going to have to invest those funds. And boy, there sure are a lot of funds. My district here had a $900 million budget before COVID, and now they have a $1.5 billion budget.
Wow.
So what are they doing with those funds? They absolutely need to invest them into improving that achievement gap. And how you do that is you get hands-on, you get people there one-on-one or, small groups. They really have to focus in to get them. I mean, they have to catch up for, a year, in some places 2 years of education. And so it's extra time and it's extra resources. as far as
just to maybe even get those tutors. No, we saw what happened last year in Virginia, and we saw all those parents come out. So you have to wonder, Tina, we have to let you go. But if these test scores and obviously all the woke things that are happening in the classroom are going to get more people to the polls in the next 2 weeks. Tina
they
Desovich.
absolutely are.
Yes,
2020
all right.
year of the parent.
Yeah, those mama bears and papa bears. Tina, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.